and welcome to another video. So today we're going to play GameAI's Elana Control. This will be the final lot of my GameAI videos until I can build some of the other decks, because these are the only three that I can really main. This is sitting in tier 2, whereas the other two decks were sitting at tier 1. So it's not quite as good as the other decks, and if we come up against Tempo Rune or Aggro Bloods, well, you could get screwed over, but this has probably the better chance of beating them. We'll take a look at the deck. It's pretty straightforward. Your healing is a massive part of this, along with a few board clears such as Ancient Lion, the Decrees, things like that are great clears. Priest. Beast Call isn't too bad, does the job. These decks are a lot better than some of my early stuff, which you would have seen at the start of this expansion if you watch my other videos. The GameAI decks are definitely built a lot better for the meta at the moment, and because everyone's running very similar decks, there's not too much variation between them, and most of them are aggro style. This deck doesn't do too bad, but it can struggle. If you get a weak hand, it can be hard to pull back. At least that's what I found. I've played a reasonable amount of this deck as well, and it's definitely not bad. It's just situational. So I don't really recommend maining this deck. I would main one of the aggro decks, and then I would use this deck when you are getting overwhelmed by aggro. Alright, this will be an interesting matchup. If it's Control Blood, it's going to be pretty even. If it's Aggro Blood, which it probably is, then we have a really good hand. Wow! Sacred Plea into a Beast Call Aria plus Blackened Scripture to clear out a Eurelius? I don't know, that thing. And we drew the Decree. That's really nice. Can't ask for a much better hand there, really. Alright. I don't want to play Blackened Scripture though, so we're probably going to take a fair bit of damage. We're just going to have to wait and see what they have. Vampire Castle's not really risky, so I think I can survive. So I think we just wait. We get double draw next turn. And then we use Blackened Scripture, hopefully against something that's worth using it against. Alright, we're just going to hope we can make it this far. That's not bad. Play out the frogs, that will give us the health. And give us a body. That was actually not a bad draw. We've also got the Priest, which fits really nice with the Evolve next turn. So that's actually better than Blackened Scripture, and now it's not. Wow. So I either wait it out for one turn, which is going to be a bad option now that I've run into that. I think we use a Blackened Scripture to clear one of them. We evolve. Do we evolve? Do we evolve this and take that out? Either way, I'm in a bad spot here, aren't I? Alright, we're going to go this way. We're going to clear the board. Then we're going to heal a little bit. So there's probably one more Eurelius, which is an easy clear. I probably should have thought that out. The Beast Call probably, I don't know. It was my only good option. They just happen to have the best counter to it, which sucks. So Vania's going to get the evolve. That's fair. So I'm probably just going to go Damage Decree? Maybe? No? Probably not. I think we'll go the Priest. He's not bad, and this way we get to keep the Decree. That was a misplay on my part. I should have played the Sacred Plea. Oh dear. I was too worried about thinking about what I was going to be able to do next that I didn't pay attention to what I had on board, so... But everyone makes mistakes. Fair enough. Alright, this will be interesting. I can heal up a little, or I just clear the board. Either way, it's not a big deal to me. Definitely gonna have to heal up. That's pretty important here.
You just think you beat me.
Now I can get the Sacred Plea out of turn late, which kind of sucks.
I'll make you
And we're gonna make it harder for them to go for game. So the only game that I can think of now is something like Razor Claw.
No! Stop!
Okay, this is bad. I can't clear and heal, so that's out of the question.
Obey heaven's word.
That was fun!
I've just gotta hope these can get me through it. But surviving 3 damage, very unlikely. Yeah, see. Well, that's usually what happens if you start off really bad. Which, it's not that I started off bad, it just happens that they had a great hand to go up against my Beast Call. It's unfortunate. The only way that I would have had more of a chance was not to play the Beast Call Aria at all. But it's hard to predict where they're going to have everything. So those 2 Dukes dealing, what, 4 damage, along with me having to work out a way to clear them, was probably my undoing. Hopefully this game will be a little bit better.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother,
If not, even if we come out with all losses... Ah, really? That's shocking. As I was going to say, even if we come out with all losses, at least this does give an idea on how this deck works. You're aiming to have healing, to be able to heal up and control the board. The 2 main things. As long as you can keep your health high and control the board, you can usually win.
see you.
See, I don't want to use that, but I really need the draw. If I don't have any turns to play anything, it's going to be so difficult. I can drop Elena Prayer, Veteran Tiger, and Rancid Angel. Radiance Angel. I said Rancid, really? That's terrible. Anyway.
Can you hear their voices?
Deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. It's the last word. So it's not the worst last word.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
This will give us not too bad a hand. I don't know about Curate. I've almost been thinking of dropping her. I just haven't found enough situations where it's handy to have a 7 drop that's only a 5/5 restore 5. Lucifer is definitely better as an 8 drop. But I also don't play him much, so...
No! Back! No!
So there's no value to this hand.
Lost in wayward ones.
So we'll try and go for more cards. Not bad. This way we can pull off some form of combination with my 2 healing cards. And I get a 4/4 Holy Tiger next turn, so that's going to gain a huge buff off Elena. I might just play Radiance Angel though, or might have to play Decree. We'll just have to wait and see. Evolve. Predictable. Pain in the ass though, because now I can't deal with the 3/1 without evolving my thing, ramming it into it, and then playing Decree. Which sucks, but I think it's the only decent option.
You were done for.
I've got plenty of healing, so building a board up again isn't a problem. Healing myself isn't a problem. I just need to be able to keep their board reasonably clear, and we should be able to push for the late game. But mid-range Shadow is also a very kind of control-y, aggressive deck, being mid-range obviously. I haven't seen this often though, so that card definitely interests me. So I can drop the Radiance Angel and the Rabbit, which I think is what I'm going to do. I would have dropped them in the other order, but I want the Rabbit to gain more boosts. Nice. Makes it hard for the little thing to remove everything. Which it still kind of can, because it's going to deal 1 damage to everything, which means it will clear the 4-3 and leave me with a 3-4. Unless they decide to evolve or something. This will be interesting either way. And I hate that card. I hate that card a lot.
I'll show you.
Ah dear. Now if they clear my little thing, which they're going to, I now have no way to deal with that dude. Great. No way to deal with it. And a terrible hand. May as well play Beast Area here, since I didn't have anything else that fitted a good 2-drop. This is really bad. There's only one card that I can use to get rid of it, really, isn't there? Which was that guy, yay. Anything I play here is going to get buffed, which makes it impossible to remove this. I don't like that.
Light for the world of man.
No point healing. So we're going to leave the Mordecai on board. Should be able to get rid of it with Blackened Scripture. As long as they don't kill it. Which they did. So great. Now they get 2 of them. Wow. Ah, dear lord. This Elana deck, at the moment, really isn't the best. But like I said, it is tier 2, and tier 2 has the most when it comes to decks. It's flat out packed tier 2. So there's nothing I can do in that regard. That was pretty much useless to me. At least these are going to go off pretty much every turn. That's something. Oh my god, what don't they have in this deck?
No!
I think they drew almost everything they would need. So if I evolve, I clear that, I clear one of those, and I die. Doesn't matter what I do here, I'm lose. Alright. Well, fair enough.
I have lost.
Hopefully this gives an idea on how this deck is at least played, to a degree. I know that wasn't the best video I've done, that's for sure, and the meta just doesn't suit this deck quite yet. Like I've said, I've had days where, you know, I've won 10 games in a row with this deck, no problem. But then you get days like right now where you'll lose 5-6 games in a row quite easily. So it's very situational. Doing a video is hard because I can't easily pick a situation where, you know, the meta's going to be on my side and I'm going to get wins which show you everything for this deck. But I hope that I've gave enough of an overview that you can use the deck. If not, check out the GameAI article. I'll have linked in the description. It'll translate from Japanese if you're using Google Chrome and things, so that's no problem. And I'll catch you guys next time. Hit that like button and subscribe. See ya.